stereotypes of a black man still understood, but it's still all good. And if you don't know, now you know, nigga. Yo. You know when you talk to people or you meet new people and they are white or they don't know nothing about your culture or your background or your individual philosophy and personality, they always try to force rapport and compliance by saying things that they think you might like, so you like them more. Like, oh my gosh, I love watermelon, or I love basketball, or hip hop is my thing, and stuff like that. Or they try to relate with, food or family or my family comes from Congo, Zaire, and then they say stuff like, I've been in Africa too, not in Kinshasa, but I've been in Namibia or Zimbabwe, and it was amazing. I love the nature and stuff like that. And then I understand them because they try to be friendly in most cases, and they don't try to win something from you, but want to make you two feel connected and break the ice, because mostly in the beginning of the conversation. So I give them a chance. I'm like, yeah, you're cool, whatever. Let's hang. You're friendly. I respect that. And then you get to know people better. You find out what they're all about. And it's not about what they say or what they do. You need to pick signs. You need to pay close attention to the details. Not the details that they put out seemingly without any further intentions, but about the details that you pick up that they do symptomatically. Things they don't even realize they do, or they won't admit they do. That's the stuff you need to watch out for. Whenever you're feeling a funny vibe, a funny feeling about somebody, be it boy, or girl, co-worker, or potential partner in your personal life or business life, pick out those signs, these little things that you're not quite comfortable with. Like when you think about it, I wonder why he said it that way, why he didn't say that thing, and I found it out myself later on, why when I talked to him or her about it, he wouldn't be frank and honest about it, why he would lie even though I know the truth, or even though he knows I know the truth, things like that, So, let me give you an example. Yeah, I talked to two girls, right, 2017, and a few weeks into us talking, they were all like, oh man, I love Tupac. Tupac is my guy. I'm so old school. I don't have these values of millennials. I hate this generation. I wish I was born in another era. All that talk. Like, they won't say I'm an old soul because that's more of the literature of a like fancy, artsy, soulful thing. So they were saying these things I said before. I'm like, oh, cool, yeah. Yeah, now I fuck with you real hard. Like, you're a cool person for saying that. I relate hard on that one. And then I know them longer. They keep talking. They show me like a song they screenshot or their playlist to show me that they really listen to that and it's not all talk. I'm like, yeah, cool. So when you listen to the music, are you about that life? I don't know. Let's just keep talking and we'll see. That's what I thought to myself. Turns out they're not. They're not at all. Like, what the fuck, man? They're not at all about the values that I talked about in the music. Maybe they like the vibes. Maybe, I don't know, they had older friends or family that listened to that music. So they were like reminded by the good times, by their childhood, their adolescence. But you see what they say to me when they're angry, when they're sad, when they're depressed, when they're disinterested. You see what they do to make themselves feel better, what their actual beliefs are, things they've told me are things, the life they live. You're not about Biggie, you're not about Pac. Like, stop. Especially when you're non-black, you're not about Pac. Even many black people are not about Pac. Listen to our music landscape right now. Listen to the things that are in the charts. Listen to the lyrics of those songs in the charts. Not about pop, but R&B, rap, hip-hop. These people, they're not about Pac, they're not about hip-hop. But since that's really where it took off and where the hip-hop stars really became superstars and not like this secondary thing, not this alternative weird thing that hip-hop was at first. That's why hip-hop even got that name. It's a bad name, it's pejorative, and they just took it. like the word hipster and many other words, The same way people fuck with Pac, but only because he's culture, but not because they kind of know him, because they know his lyrics, they know what he's about. I am very artsy, fancy, I'm religious, of course. I believe in God and Jesus and Christian God. I'm an existentialist. I also like some Eastern philosophy, and I like some bits of African philosophy, even though white people won't say that Africa has its own coherent philosophy, but I beg to differ. And see, there are a lot of things like emotional, touchy, metaphysical things that touch me and that I find in both Tupac and Notorious B.I.G. So when I see how people live their lives and how they follow others and they think like other people, and they're really the Negroes that Malcolm X talked about and the stupid black man that Louis Farrakhan is talking about, they are still like, guys, you're not even paying attention. He even says, listen to the lyrics, listen to what I say, listen to what other people say in many songs, and people don't. It's sad. And then they come trying to talk to me about being real and me not being myself. I was learned to open up to people, to trust people. I was learned to let people in, to let them know about my soul, about my... And honestly, what is more touching than love? Giving and one day experiencing real, deep love. Whether I wear black, white, blue or red, I love Tupac. Even with my lumberjack sweater or jacket is blue and black. I love Biggie. I love Rakim. I love Andre 3000, Kanye, Drake, Kendrick, Nas. People with extra lyrics, with things to say, emotionally and on the world basis, being conscious, being metaphysical, wanting to be great, wanting to do better, push the culture forward. Black people, alterity, the others, Sartre, Simone de Beauvoir, women, children. You gotta respect the people that other people neglect. We're all great, man. We have been great. We was kings. We have always been royalty. We have always lived together on honesty and loyalty. And these are values that I respect. These are values that I live by, and I expect the people that I love to also live by and aspire to be the best version of themselves, emotionally, financially, interpersonally, intrapersonally, metaphysically, spiritually, man. We just gotta do the best we can do. Not because it's a new year, not because somebody told us to do so, to get something out of them, to get something out of life. So Tupac was an activist, was a philosopher, and a poet. And Biggie was a businessman. He was one of the first to do it also, and he was a hustler. Called himself a bad example, not to follow. A biographical writer, just like Tupac. While Tupac saw himself also as one of the first to do it, but he was a visionary. He was a leader of a movement, of consciousness. So listen to real music, listen to real shows, old cartoon shows, old movies, where they teach you values, where they show you examples, good and bad examples of virtuous character, of virtue, of things that are on people that are aspiring to do what's great, what's good, what's right. No matter how hard it is, man, Biggie and Tupac, they were sad people, depressed people, like all my favorite artists and people and thinkers. Biggie was super suicidal, and Pac knew that he was going to get killed, so it was the life of a martyr. So you got to know what you want, and you got to be willing to live and to die by your rules, by your beliefs and your convictions. That's realness. Real recognizes real. So who the fuck are you? No, I'm just playing, man. Let the real live forever, man. Let the fakes get exposed. That's what Drake is singing. You see what I mean? Kanye singing about finding real friends, about people that use you. Be real. Love your people. Don't play games and don't get played. Some things will never change. But I live to see a black president, Barack Obama. Yes, we can. We did it. And we will do much more better. Meliorism. The world will get better by our efforts, our contributions, and just us challenging people and the world to hold them accountable and to fight for our rights. Pac's parents were Black Panthers, and Black Panther, Wakanda is a Bantu just like me.
all the niggas that go through that day-to-day struggle. This is the